and get into some discussion topics, which is where I want to hear input from you guys. Actually, let me get my notebook real quick. Can you grab my notebook out of the back of my... Yep, this is where I want to hear from you guys. We have about an hour and a half left. Oh boy. Yay! So we got plenty of time to talk. So if you want to, the first thing, who is the victim of the bite of 87? I do want to share real quick, I believe it's Jeremy from the second game. We'll talk about the culprit in a minute, but I just want to hear who people think the victim is. So is there anybody that thinks it's not Jeremy? Oh. Well, shit. All right, here, right here. Go for it.
Okay. See, I like the schizophrenia theory. Like, I really agree with that.
Thank you.
But I still think it's the kid, because if you look in the game, there's evidence of the toy animatronics already existing. Like, if you go in the sister's room or the girl's room, there's a Mabel toy on the floor.
That's very true.
If you go in the playground, there's a girl there that has action figures of the toy animatronics. The toy animatronics did not exist before 1987, when the second location opened.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. See, and we are going to talk about that little girl's room, because I have it in here. I didn't even think that that's Mangle sitting there.
Yeah, it's Mangle.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. So.
I think game programmer too, it's really hard like to get the frontal lobe actually animated.
Right.
It's really hard.
No, yeah, I get that. Yeah, and I think that's the point that Scott wanted to kind of make it as vague as he possibly could before having to give us some solid evidence of something. So the Atari style minigames are meant to be kind of a you interpret it. And that's a really good idea. I didn't even think about Mangle being in it, and the toy animatronics are action figures in the walkthrough. That's crazy. Does anybody else think? Yep, go for it.
I actually think it's Jeremy.
You do think it's Jeremy? I do too. So that's, yeah. There's a lot of evidence pointing to that. So I think, yeah. My theory still stands that it is Jeremy that is the bite victim the bite of 87. What?
Oh my God, I'm stupid.
Oh, I don't think they move. I'm sorry. Yeah, just speak up so that the whole room can hear you. It's not that big, but it's still kind of vast. There's a lot of people in here. So, yeah, go for it.
I think it's Phone Guy. My aunt had a seizure and it actually caused part of her brain to shut down, and she has some very severe mental issues, so we don't associate with her anymore, and it is proven her seizure, because it did mess with her frontal lobe, it could actually cause her to be such a schizophrenic or so mentally handicapped or mentally insane, if you must classify it as that there was the potential of she could have taken a test and been classified as the same mental capacity or the same mental ability as a mass murderer. So it could have been the bite that caused Phone Guy to go on the killing spree, but that still doesn't follow the timeline is the issue.
Right.
That idea.
That's a very good thing to bring up, because there's a ton of possibilities. But yeah, the fact that it doesn't fit into the timeline kind of makes it But the fact that it shut down rather than being, like, taken out, that's, yeah. I think if there was enough head trauma there that it didn't have to necessarily be there, but you can still live without it while it's still existing in your head. So that's pretty good, I like that. Yeah, go for it.
I think Jeremy would actually roll out as not the victim of the bite of 87. And the reason is, if you listen to if you remember the phone call from night one, the phone guy says, "Hi, welcome to your new summer job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza." The paycheck's dated for November.
Right. So that clue indicates that the location was open and due to the murders shut down and then was able to reopen again, which that's a big clue to it, as is the birthday decorations that are around. So maybe, there's like a very real possibility that it could have been. Like Fritz Smith, I know, is another option that people like to think was the bite victim. But those clues do indicate that the time was like shifted and they didn't like keep up with it. So yeah, you in the back.
This is supporting Jeremy. Like in the very first game, night one, the film guy actually does a little disclaimer saying that like the Fazbear industry is not responsible for any dismemberment or death caused by the employees. I mean, why would he say that? After like a whole year.
Right, if it hadn't happened already.
To employees. So he would only say that if the incident occurred to an employee like not so long ago.
Right. No, that's good. I like that. So that definitely like helps boost Jeremy being the victim for sure. Is there anybody else? Nope. Oh, yeah, go for it.
See, I think it's the kid because my theory is is the kid in the hospital and he's having these recurring nightmares.
And that is very real, that he's just like hallucinating and thinking that the hospital is like, it's a comatose, or he's hallucinating and thinking that the hospital is his room. What bedroom would have 2 doors?